Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Marina, and today we're doing our monthly reset for the month of August. This video is just a little recap of my month of August, do a little recap as far as favorites, and then talk about if I reached my goals or not that I set in the previous month. If you're interested in that video, I'll link that below, and then we'll set some goals for September and just talk about some great things that happened in August and some things to look forward to in September. So, just like a little reset for the month and kind of just get all of the goals and the habits on paper so that we hopefully can accomplish more going forward and just be more productive and just have a more intentional and meaningful month. So, if that interests you, then take a seat and let's get into it. So, for a recap of August was a crazy month, as I mentioned in my other video. I knew it was going to be. I was planning for it to be busy. So I can say it was. It was such a good month overall. I feel like there was a lot of quality time with some of my favorite people, which is the best. So important to me to just spend time with the people I love. So my family all came to visit me and PA and visit my dad and my sisters. There's 5 of us total as far as siblings. So 2 of my brothers live in Colorado, so they flew out to Pennsylvania to visit us, and they brought their wives and their children. So there's 15 of us total in one house, and it was a really fun time. It was so good to just be together, and we're all so close. Even our sister-in-law is just low-key, like, love our family so much. The dynamic is just prime. Lots of gabbing, lots of eating, lots of silly, ridiculous moments. We're all a little loud, a little competitive. It's a really fun time. I did a vlog of the family vacation. I will link that below as well. I promise this isn't all about plugs to my other videos, but I did vlog that. I just wanted to capture all the memories. It was more for me than for you guys, but if you enjoy it, then that's great too. But yeah, it was such a good week. They came to stay at my dad's house with all of us. We were all under one roof, which I feel like gave sleepover vibes, which was so fun. And it was just great to see the nieces and nephews. They grow so fast and they're so cute. It was so good to like reconnect with them and make memories with them in my childhood home and all the places that we loved growing up, be able to show them those things. I feel like that was really special. And we did spend 2 days at the shore at Ventnor Beach. We haven't really spent a lot of time at Ventnor Beach specifically, but that's just where the house was, where that could fit all of us at an affordable rate. But it ended up being so fun and such a good spot. Highly recommend. And it was so cool to see the kids just enjoy the ocean. They live in Colorado, as I said, so they're not near the ocean, and the ocean's a little bit of a novelty for them. So I was happy to make memories with them that hopefully are core memories as they grow older, experiencing the ocean, jumping in the waves, collecting shells, and just, yeah, all of the quintessential beach activities. It was really special. It was such a good time. I love my fam. I wish I could spend all my time with them, but that is not the season we're in, even though I am living at home. But to be all together is like the dream. But we're just, doing what we all are feel called to do, which is them in Colorado, us here. And as we talk about later, there's just a few other things, changes coming up, I guess I could say. So that was really fun. And then August for our family is a bunch of birthdays. I think there's like 5 people with birthdays total. That might be an exaggeration, but it seems like everyone had a birthday. And not just in my family, also a couple of my really good friends had birthdays. So I took one friend out for dinner, and then we just did birthday celebration for my dad and then my brothers and my niece. So that was really fun and special. Just so many celebrations, really, honestly. My one sister graduated grad school. That was a momentous occasion for her. It was really a battle for her to get through grad school. She has a health condition, so we were so proud of her that she did it. And it was just so special that her graduation day was the day of my mom's birthday. And since my mom isn't here to celebrate, I just feel like that was really special. A little nod to like, we're all like, she's proud of you. Like, it was all meant to be and all worked out and really special. So we celebrated that. And then my baby sister, Jen, she moved out this month, like literally a few days ago, the end of August, moved in with a friend, which is really sad. I was sad to see her go. Her room's so empty now. And it's just, the dynamics of the household change. And my sister Al, now that she's graduated, is looking for jobs and will be moving out. And so much change is in the future. And it's exciting to see how it all plays out and just change is good, but it's also sad, you know? She was sad to leave, even though she's moving into like a great home with friends and closer to her work, which she's really excited about. But it's just hard to like close a chapter, I feel like. And yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of tiny little chapters closing in the upcoming months, which is crazy to think about, but exciting at the same time. Change is inevitable and we must embrace it. So, lots of change. Oh, yes, family in town. And we did spend a lot of time at the beach. So, I did another beach trip with some childhood friends and my sisters. We all grew up together and we went to Ventnor Beach again. We're huge fans. There's some great food there, honestly, and it feels more like middle class and less like snobby and it's very family friendly, which is really nice. And the beaches are really clean and beautiful. So, recommend, as I said before. But yes, that was a nice little day trip. It was supposed to be a weekend trip, but the Airbnb canceled on us literally the day before, and this was Labor Day weekend. So there was no way we were getting another Airbnb for an affordable price or a hotel. So we just ended up doing a day trip. But that was crazy. I can't believe they did that. But what can you do? We were looking forward to that trip the whole summer, and I guess it just wasn't meant to be because it's just, yeah, it is what it is. But that was crazy. Another thing is I did have a photo shoot for work for the fall 1 and 2 collections that we have coming up for the fall launches. I always love a photo shoot, especially on location. So we were in Northern Liberties, which was really fun. We got an Airbnb that was super cute. So we got some great campaign shots, got some cool content. And it's just really fun to be on set. It's very creative in the moment, and you're working with all the creatives, right? The photographers, the videographers, the brand managers, the creative directors, and it's just so fun to like work together, bounce off ideas, and see the campaigns which you've been planning for forever come together. I just love that. I love that feeling so much. So that was really fun and rewarding. It's always so much work though. I'm always so exhausted. So I feel like it takes me a week to recover from those shoots, but it is so fun. And but it's also a logistical nightmare. It's a positive, but it's also like stressful. So that was fun and super busy. Those are the main highlights and main overview of the month. I would say it was pretty busy, filled with a lot of celebrating and quality time with people I love. And as far as favorites for the month, I think it's just fun to call out like a few things I've been loving. I deleted the dating apps, and this is partially because I knew I would be so busy, so there's no point. And I also just felt like this isn't working. The people I was seeing on there were just far worse than like they had been in months, and I was just like, there's no good options. And every time I'd hop on, I would leave just frustrated and annoyed and just in a bad headspace. So I felt like it wasn't doing me any favors, to be honest. And I just felt like, you know what, we're just not going to do this. We're gonna try to meet people in person. And so I deleted the apps, and I've honestly felt so peaceful about it. I am not gonna lie. I know it's easier, it's more comfortable to not date, that's for sure. And I know that's not a place I should live in forever, but with this past month being nuts, I just didn't have time. And it was nice to just take a break. And I feel just so peaceful not having that on my phone, of just seeing weird people message and just being so discouraged, and honestly get like punched in the gut every time I'm on there. Like, oh my gosh, I feel, instead of validated, I feel just like, man, am I even worth getting to know? Which I know I am, but just based off of like how I'm presenting myself online, and I think I did a good job with my profile. So it's just like, do I not come off in a way that like is appealing? Which I know isn't true, but that's how you feel when these people who are like not attractive, odd, are the ones messaging you, and the cute ones that you like or message never respond. So I I'm taking a break. I'm trying to do more in-person things the upcoming months. So obviously August was an exception because I knew it was crazy and busy, and it was nice to just have a break. So that is something I've been loving, and that is subject to change. I'll change my mind. I'm sure I'll reinstall those apps at some point, unfortunately. But some other things that I've been loving. Okay, as far as food, nothing crazy new here. I still been eating pesto pasta almost every week and have been loving it, but I do think the pesto season might be coming to a close soon because it's getting cooler in the morning and the evening, as I mentioned, and Pesto plants are sensitive, so I'm going to be making the most of it and eating as much as possible. We have so much pesto that I think we're gonna try and make batches and freeze it so we have it in the winter. I just need to like make the time to do that before it's too late. And I really should do that this week, to be honest. Something else I've been like eating and loving is Rita's water ice. I feel like if you're from the Philadelphia area, you know. But Rita's is the best. The mango gelati is just a go-to. It's so good. It's so refreshing. And there's a Rita's walking distance from my house, and it's just so nostalgic in the summer to walk there. I would do that as a kid all the time, spend all my hard-earned money on Rita's water ice, and it's just so nostalgic and perfect summer treat. And I'm just trying to eat it up while summer is here, before it's over. So that's been a yummy, yummy thing that I've been loving. Always love, to be honest. But nothing like crazy new because these are things that have just always been a staple in my summer life. But thought I'd share. My book club, we're reading Under the Scarlet Sky. This has been such a good book. I 10 out of 10 recommend. It is a hefty book. I think it's like 700 pages, but it is a true story, which is crazy. This guy lived a crazy life. I tell you, takes place during World War II in Italy. It's about um, this guy, Giuseppe Lella, I think his last name is. And he is like a teenager at the time and then just turns 18 during the war and then ends up being drafted into the Nazi military. And it's his story about, yeah, it's just so good. And yeah, it's such a wild story. It doesn't feel real. It feels made up, to be honest. And I love historical fiction. This isn't fiction, but like, I love learning about history through the lens of like someone during the times and just their life and all the little details of their life and how it's impacted by the events of the time. And it is wild what these people went through. And it just reminds me of how grateful I am and the beautiful, comfortable life that I get to live and the freedoms I get to enjoy, and how I don't have to live in fear every day for my life and well being and for my country at the level that people during that time had to, especially in Europe. So, definitely recommend. This kid was like literally lived like 5 lives within a few years of his life. It's crazy, but so good. I haven't finished it yet because it is such a long book. I'm probably halfway, but so far so good. Definitely recommend if you enjoy historical fiction and just World War II era. So recommend that for sure. I'm excited to talk about it at my book club. We haven't met yet for that one, so I'm excited. Something else I've been loving. It's been a little thing, but I think in combination with reading, I try to read before I go to bed. It gives me the best sleep of my life, I would say. But putting my phone on airplane mode when I sleep, I hear that's good for you, and I have noticed a difference. I feel like I sleep so solid. Like I feel like I was in hibernation. It's a different level of sleep, so definitely recommend a small change, but I've been loving it. Another thing is I really am proud of myself. I don't know if I've talked about this much, but I grew up in a really frugal home. Um, we always talk about money in my family, which is fine. We're all really cheap. We're all really thrifty, scrappy. Not all objectively bad things. But I sometimes fall on the end of being just so cheap. And part of my resolutions of turning 30, things I just wanted to like leave behind me, was being a penny pincher and just to the point of sucking joy out of my life. And I know that comes with the ability to just financially be in a comfortable place. And I feel like I finally got into a good spot, and living at home has really provided that ability for me to get there quickly. And I just don't want to be a penny pincher and be agonizing over all the purchases, all the money spent. And August, I'm really proud of myself for just living in the moment, being present, being generous with all the celebrations, all the time with family, just doing the things and really living in the moment. And it's not like I blew so much money and was like, yeah, gone off the rails as far as budget. I was still within my budget, but I wasn't like agonizing over my spending. So I guess I'm proud of myself for the mindset change and for working hard to create that comfortability of being able to spend money. Getting to that place has been really, I'm proud of myself because it's hard when like your family that's like ingrained in you. That's like your whole upbringing. In my 20s, I wasn't making crazy good money, and so being frugal was kind of a necessity. And yeah, anyway, so I'm proud of myself for that, and that's just a work in progress, because I know after that I was like, okay, now we have to focus and like, try to work hard to save, because I do have some bigger things coming up that maybe I'll talk about in the near future, that I'm saving towards. But yeah, I'm trying to strike a balance, right? You want to be smart and strategic, but also enjoy life and be generous and be present and live life to the best of your ability with where you're at. Anyway, that was a tangent. Can you tell I was working from home all day today? Oh, that's something I forgot to mention. In August, I was working from home because my work, they are renovating the office, and I've been a little stir crazy. I've been getting cabin fever just working at home. I used to work at home. I was full-time remote for a while, and I hated it, and this is just reminding me about how I just can't stand being at home all day. I'm getting stir crazy and just need to talk to people, so that's why I'm so chatty, and maybe that will work out for video. LOL. We did a little overview, and then we did our favorites. Now we're going to talk about the goals, what I achieved, if I met any goals that we talked about in the last video. So one of the main things, it wasn't really on the last video, but it was on my 2025 goals list, was to go on a retreat, and I'm proud of myself. I talked about how I'm not good at pulling the trigger on things and like committing to things. I signed up for a retreat, so I'm really excited, and I'm not going with anyone I know. So I'm proud of myself for doing that, because it's like a co-ed retreat in upstate New York. I think it'll be really good to unplug and to just take time to pray and to kind of reset. I feel like it's good to do that every year, and I've been so bad about doing that. So I'm proud of myself for pulling the trigger and doing that. So I'm excited and looking forward to that in September. That's when it takes place. Another thing is I did follow up with my friends about the trip, the 30 birthday trip that we were going to do, and only one person responded, and it isn't going to happen in September. It'll probably be November if it does happen. So TBD, but I'm glad I followed up and I got the conversation going again. So that was on my list, and I did that, and I'm proud of myself. And I did work out consistently, which is just a regular goal and habits thing that I've been working on. Getting good sleep. I've been eating healthy, been walking consistently. I've been praying every morning. I've been going to adoration. So all those things I've been doing, which is good. And yes, the one thing that I was really highlighting last month, volunteering. I just didn't have time this month. I mean, you heard me, I was busy, but I do have some ideas for September, and I'm hoping maybe this weekend I can do a little volunteering. Just have to email the place that I'm thinking of, maybe like a women's shelter for the day, help out there. Yeah, but I need to do it. I need to do it. It's on my list. So for September. So I guess moving into September, the goals was kind of lame for August, let's be honest. But moving into September, a little overview, I guess, to start out. September is again going to be a little bit busy, less busy than August, but we've got some things going on. So we've got my retreat. Yeah, my sister might potentially be getting engaged this month. That's TBD. Her boyfriend needs to give me some details and clue me in. That would be nice so I can plan. And then, yeah, I guess that's it. So it's not too busy, but I'm anticipating, yeah, the upcoming months being busy with her engagement and all that. So, yes, those are the big things. And I think I just want to be more present here. And yeah, volunteer, make sure I do that a few times before the end of the year and just focus on saving. I have some things coming up that I need to save for, as I mentioned. And yeah, it's going to just be hopefully a little more chill, hopefully be more present to my life and just able to be more organized. Our work is moving back into the office. The renovations should be done. So that'll be nice to see the renovated office and to be working there. But yeah, September will be more chill, which is nice. As I'm talking, I'm realizing it's pretty chill, minus the retreat. So yeah. Oh yeah, and then my sister's boyfriend and his friends are coming down for a marathon. So that'll be fun this weekend. But yes, September. So the goals for September are volunteer, as I said. And I mean, we saw I had a thrift haul on one of my videos, but I do have a bit of a thrifting problem. For me, it's not shopping in my head, it's not shopping. I know it is shopping, but I stop in a thrift shop probably at least every other week, and I always pick up something. And that stuff accumulates, so I need to do a clear out. But my goal in September is not to buy anything new from the thrift store, to not spend any more money on clothes. I have so many clothes at this point. I have something new at least every month, and I feel like that's a little crazy. Even though it's $5 here, $10 there, I don't really need to be doing that. And I feel like my style in my life has been best when I didn't shop a lot. In college, my style was prime because I had a capsule wardrobe unintentionally because I was broke in college, and I would wear a few statement pieces with a bunch of basics, and I was a style icon, okay? Style icon, not really, but it felt like it. And I just had some solid pieces that were just, yeah, I would go to them a lot. And if I have new pieces all the time, I'm not really curating a style if I'm always adding new things. So I'd like to just work with what I've got, give myself more restrictions so that there's more room for creativity, if that makes sense. So don't thrift is a huge thing. And then, yeah, just work towards my saving goals. I don't want to spend money on frivolous things. I want to stay in budget so that I can really work on boosting up my savings for the things that are coming up. So that is important. And for YouTube, I just want to start posting on Instagram and then maybe do a few shorts in addition to my one posts per week. We'll see if that's doable, but I'd like to do more just to grow a little faster. And with that, if you are liking this video, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment if there's anything that you'd like me to include in this monthly reset video format. So this is newer for me, and I'd love to know your thoughts. And also hear about your goals and your accomplishments for August and how you are doing. So I appreciate that a lot. And thank you for all of you guys being here and supporting me and listening through this video. I know it's a lot, and there's a lot of ands and ums and rant, just sidetracking and all of that, but I appreciate you. And yeah, so I want to do more on YouTube. I want to become more polished, work on my editing techniques, maybe somehow increase the quality. Right now, I'm just shooting on my phone because I am not monetized. So once I start making money, we'll hopefully increase that quality. Something I want to do as far as my career is take a course just to like boost up my skill set and to keep myself polished and just progressing in my career. So I am going to be hopefully finding something to um, start, and that's not too long, and I can get like a certificate or something just to like add to LinkedIn and just have under my belt, because I feel like it's important to always be learning, and marketing, let's face it, is just ever evolving at such a fast pace that you really have to be on top of it and to be sharp with your skills if you want to stay relevant and be able to excel in your career. So yeah, that is a goal of mine, to just like put a little more effort into my career and stuff like that. So that is like my September goals. Are kind of not that big or intense, but I think they're doable. And I am looking forward to September. I think it's going to be a good month. I want to make sure I'm reading consistently, and I think book club will help me with that. And just seeing friends and being intentional with my time. And yeah, I think it'll be a good month. I'm hoping to do some more style content. I'll do a closet refresh and kind of clear out and get rid of some things. And I think that'll kind of go along with seeing what I have in my closet, what I can put together to wear without going shopping. That is the goal. That is a big goal for me because, I don't need to be shopping all the time, even though I love it and it's so fun. But yes, so I guess that's it for this video. I enjoy kind of recapping and reflecting on my month. It's kind of therapeutic for me, so this has been really nice. And hopefully, again, we'll do this next month. But let me know again in the comments what your goals are for the month, what your August was like, what you were most proud of, maybe what you're trying to do better at. I love to be inspired by other people and what they're doing and what they're trying to improve or implement in their life, or their favorites for their life. So I would love that. But thanks again for listening. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.